Hello there, this is Cookies, and I believe this is turn 84. It's my current turn. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything going on. Did a little bit of site searching, didn't find anything, wasn't really expecting to. We'll get back to the manual site searching soon, but just trying to keep some tempo there. We do have a few different assassinations. So first up, we've got our Earth Elemental going after this Adept of the Iron Order. Alright, we survived the opposition and managed to kill that mage. So that's one more slow to recruit mage that we've knocked out of commission. We target the, I guess like the Demon Knights down here with this Infernal Disease cast. So this guy does end up killing the Succubus. And then we get hit by two Earth Elementals. So the boss striking back. We lose our Lion Tribe Witch Doctor. This guy was the one that was casting heal for the Communion Slaves. And we lose, or we might lose this guy. So he's got Earth Boots, a Fire in a Jar, and a bunch of Fire Gems. And then two Janguard. So he chooses to do Iron Skin, Mistform, summon Lesser Fire Elemental, because he blew all of his fatigue doing self buffs. Does do Incinerate. I just have a feeling he's going to HP route off these Janguard. Alright, so we have an 8-path mage struggling to deal with an Earth Elemental. And then running. Alright, so this is another pretty big loss that we've had in terms of mages. I don't think this guy was due to cast very many big spells. Maybe Firefend? I might have to double check that. But I think it was just kind of a big fire mage. We do find a hidden valley, which I guess is over here. That's one earth and one nature, so that's nice. I don't know why Go To Province went to the wrong province. We get our Merid. We get some locusts. Alright, we don't find a commander here. And we get pinged in Agartha. Okay, so we have an Olm Sage here. Now, this guy's job is, it looks like to gem bait. He's got some bodyguards and 5 Earth Gems. I think this was meant to gem bait, but it doesn't, based on the spells I'm seeing, it doesn't seem like it worked. Alright, so we do manage to kill that guy. We jump on him pretty quickly. And we lose one Adite, probably to a fire shield, or a fire aura, rather. And we lose 2 imps. Then we have a couple of battles with Pyrene. So Pyrene's got a bunch of Demon Knights led by a Eckerbelts. Level 4. So he's going to fight his own troop of Demon Knights that have raided his fort. So Demon Knights fighting each other. Alright. And the superior numbers of Pyrene starting to really take hold here. But, I mean, they're definitely fighting for a fair amount of time here. Alright. So, loses 9 of them, but takes out the independents. And then goes ahead and I think this is storming a fort. Not much inside. This should go pretty quickly. It does throw up Blood Rain though, which I think might be bugged. It should be red, I think. It's blood magic. And chop through the cubes, kill the mages. So he loses 1 Demon Knight here and 1 Swordsman. Takes out 9 mages and 17 cubes. And then we have our storming of Smotherdark. So we've got some archers, some serpent fiends. We're doing some quickening casts on our Jangard. We jump on the back. Maybe we didn't get quickening on them. Should have. I'm not seeing the icon. Okay, they are now routed, so at least they're not throwing boulders anymore. And we finish off the last of them. So we lose 2 more Great Eagles, 7 Imps, 1 Jangard, and 2 Serpent Fiends. So another pretty hefty toll, but we do take the other fort. So that means Agartha's down to just their capital. So we've got a lot more of the initiative now, and we can't really lose it, I would say, because you want to be able to go and casually break a siege. If we lost our main army, you'd have to go re-siege these forts and retake them. We lose, get more unrest, lose more tax revenue, get some air gems though, that's good. And enchantment rituals are cheaper. Deathmatch is scheduled. Alright. And we patrol out a fair amount of stuff. Where is this? I want to know where these are. Ooh, our blood hunting. Mountains of Mist. Another one in Mountains of Mist. And another one in Mountains of Mist. Alright, do we actually kill these guys or are they scripted to run? Looks like a lot of them were scripted to retreat. Let's see, we're still breaking Agartha, and the Boar Mages left us. Alright. That would be the Nature 2. So we'll have to, if we can manage to take Agartha, we can use our gnomes to cover this area with nature site searching, because I'm not sure if it has been. We definitely just found this hidden valley, so there's probably some more gems in there. But this is the real prize. We got all this gem income here, and we should be able to see that on our gem income graph. So pretty sizable increase here. Alright, as we're keeping in line with Pyrene, we're just really far behind Bannerus. Alright, and yeah, we're still working on sending in commander spam into Agartha. Let's see, so we've got, I suppose I should put these guys, kind of like treat them as part of the army. Yeah, so we've been trying to introduce more commander spam, trying to protect our commanders. We're actually going to really start hiring for it now as well. So over here we're getting a replacement Mookarib. Over here we're getting 3 more scouts. And over here we're also getting a scout. So there'll be 4 more scouts that should be able to eat earth attacks. This guy is still heading over to Mile Deep to claim the Iron Throne. That'll give us some more Dominion pressure here. And in terms of candles, because this is the thing that we're really trying to track, we did flip the Dominion in Agartha, so it's positive 1 candle for us now. We've got, I guess these locusts here, we're going to send some up to the below. And we've got some here. So we flipped Tunnels of the Lost. We're going to send these over to Silver Ward. And I thought we had 1 more group. And we've got these locusts here. They're going to come on down to Smothered and try to get rid of these candles. Additionally, we're going to build a temple here using this Ulm. And we're going to do a little bit of preaching as well. So trying to work down these Agarthan candles. Now there's not very many of them left. And there should be a fair amount of Dominion pressure coming from Vanarus. So we're looking at, like, this is the biggest concentration left, are these 6 candles. And I'll have several temples here trying to fight them off. But he has 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, and 20. So about 20 total candles left on Agartha. I imagine, let's see, just says enemy Dominion. So maybe this is also Agarthan Dominion, but it won't be for long, especially with 2 Vanarus thrones here. So I think we can just Dom kill this Agarthan army. I don't think we have to fight the big statue. We do need to clear out these Demon Knights so we can breach this area. And to that end, I don't want to send... I'm not sure if an Infernal Disease will clear out that Demon Knight, but I am going to send this Gula here just to try to assassinate it with Skelly spam. And then also we're doing a little bit more site searching. I've got Salim here. He's going to do some Air 3 searching. He's already done Air 2 here, but it should be alright. I am still concerned about the night attack here. I don't think a bunch of Soulless is a great way to defend that, though. So I'm not sure if I have great tools for that. Maybe I could bring over... yeah, I could probably bring over all of these Janguard and clear them out. So maybe I'll send this guy there. And yeah, and we've got these archers patrolling. That's fine. Okay, so that's kind of the plan for the Agarthan front at the moment. Some of these candles disappeared faster than I thought they would. We've got our Pretender here, also trying to flip candles. So we're going to go ahead and keep working on that. I'm going to keep pounding him with some earth attacks. He's got a fair amount of quality left, so if we can, maybe we can kill like another big earth mage or something, trying to stop the flow of his own earth attacks. And we're going to kick out a little bit of site searching, so we're going to do some augury. And yeah, in terms of, I guess, like the rest of the surface world, we're making our first skull face. So this is us breaking into high death. We've got a clam of pearls, a bloodstone, so making a fair bit of items here. Over here, a Skull of Fire, Storm Demons, or no, Infernal Disease at Agartha. Still trying to kill off some of those mages. We're going to go ahead and Raven Feast. We're going to go ahead and get a Fire Mage, one of the Gen. I don't know if this is a good call. What we've been doing so far is getting the Marids. And I think the Marids might be a better call, actually. But, yeah, so maybe we'll save for that and turn these guys into Lantern production. But this turn, they're going to do a little bit of Thug Gear. So maybe this Gen is okay. Alternatively, I could just research this turn. That's 18 fire gems. So if we're making 30 a turn and I want to get a Marid, then that's 66 fire gems. So Marid is, we can get a Marid almost every 2 to 3 turns. So I think we might as well do that. These are extremely big casters. They can do big fire, big air, and big water in an army with no communion. So I think we want to keep getting them. As opposed to the Gen, or these guys, who are pretty good for basic evocations. They might be able to do a little bit of big air or fire, but they might need some help in the form of boosters. So I think the Marid's the better call. And let's see. Right here, we're doing a 3 red seconds on Pulmania, trying to protect another temple that we've got. And that'll also secure like a line of forts in a U. So we're trying to fort up this area, just be more difficult to invade. And then we're getting some more storm demons here. So that's kind of the plan there. Not sure if there's a whole lot of other stuff. We can check recruitment. So we're still getting Malika and Jangard. We're getting a Mukarib here. Yeah, it's the Mukarib and 3 scouts, a gnome, and we're building that temple. I think that's just about everything. Garnet. Yeah. So nothing too crazy in terms of recruitment. We're not picking up the mages that we would need to hold lanterns. So I don't know if we want to do that just yet. And yeah, I think that's most of it. So yeah, we're gonna try to dom kill Agartha. Kirby's just done such a great job bleeding me out in this war, especially losing a few Shaitan a couple of turns ago, that I think I'm just gonna take it safe and try to dom kill him out of this game. And hopefully that won't take too long, especially if we end up when we end up claiming this throne. That should speed things up quite a bit, I would say, because that'll be 2 more temple checks. We'll have this temple, so it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5. My prophet and pretender 6, 7. So that's 7 temple checks all in this area, plus a bunch of preaching, and plus 3 sets of heretics running around trying to heretic down his candles. And yeah, infernal disease. So we're doing 3 infernal diseases. So we're keeping up the assassin game, but we're trying to take the Shaitan out of it a little. But we are going to try with 2 more. So we've got Deadpool and Adnan. So let's go ahead and see what kind of scripts we've given them. So this guy's got Phoenix Power, Nest of Salamanders, Smokeless Flame, Advance and Cast, and this guy is Personal Misform, Phoenix Pyre, Attack Closest. I think we can change this to Attack Rear and have him try to take out the enemy. Although it would be good if he had more weaponry. He's only got that Champion's Gladius. Maybe I give him the axe. And maybe I pull Ednan out. So we're still going to corrupt with this guy. Maybe send this guy back to get some new gear. Maybe we'll send him up here. We have an air mage up there on that throne. And yeah, I think that's most of it. We're kind of winding down this war, and we're getting ready to figure out what the heck's going to go on in the future state of a kind of like a four-way setting. So we've got Man, we've got myself, we've got Vanarus, and we've got Pyrene. And we're not... So Vanarus, or Man, has been involved in a long-running war with Asphodel that's finally winding down. So I think he's probably in fourth position. I think I'm in third. I think Pyrene, if it weren't for all the Demon Knights, I would put him second, but the Demon Knights are a lot of concentrated power, and they counter the Zamaze extremely well because they've built-in fire resist. So I think because of the Demon Knights, I kind of want to put Pyrene and Vanarus on a similar level. Vanarus does have a conjuration discount site, and he's got a big gem income lead. So you can kind of see the difference between all of us here. In terms of blood income, I've been a little bit more sweet. This turn I'm going to be... I guess that's something else to talk about. I have high unrest in two of my blood hunting provinces. So I'm going to have those two go over and just do research this turn. And that should get us a lot of the way towards another 9. And it looks like I think my slope is still worse than both of theirs. So I still have some improvements that I need to do in my research, which is kind of surprising because I've got a lot of researchers. So I'm not sure quite what I'm doing wrong here. It's probably a combination of all the Mukarib that I've had to spend preaching and how they're not holding lanterns. But maybe as I get a little bit more Dominion control over some of these new regions, I can focus a little bit less on preaching and a little bit more on research. And I've got this whole army here out in the field, very mage heavy army. But over here, yeah, so there's 129 unrest here, so all these are researching for this turn, as are these, because there's a bunch of unrest here. So probably having the blood economy this turn, and that'll give us a nice boost in research. So we'll get 3,000 this turn, and that should get us a lot closer to another 9. I did reprioritize our research. So I was originally thinking maybe we would go ahead and get some Demon Knights ourselves. I don't have great paths for summoning them. I would have to empower more, maybe like Sahir, to be able to get them. So I'm going to change it up. I'm still going to get Forces of Darkness. This Fiends of Darkness would make a great front line versus Demon Knights. They have 2 magic attacks, and I think with a bunch of buffs, they might hold up a little bit better versus Demon Knights. Demon Knights do not have magic attacks. So if I can get stuff like Army of Mist on them, then they might actually end up doing a little bit better, especially with some strength buffs. I haven't looked into it that much, but I think they'll make a good front line in front of Storm Demons. And then we're also going to pick up Demon Cleansing. It works both ways, but it's good when you need it, and you never know when you might need it. If he's outnumbering me 2-1 in demons, then maybe that'll be a good play to be able to kill a bunch of them, especially with storm demons. And then we're also reaching out for flames from the sky. That's because we do have this evocation discount site right here, this archaic diagram. So we could potentially use that to fend off attacks against us. It won't work on Demon Knights, and probably not that well on Zamaze either. It could work on a bunch of other stuff like mages and thralls and skeletons. Just a lot of the littler things. It could work fairly well against man as well. So I think that's a good pickup. It's a good option. We have a lot of fire income, so makes sense to me. All right, so I think that's most of what we're doing for this turn. I don't see anything egregiously wrong. Mages kind of get their own script when they're defending in an assassination, so I can't re-script that to be any better. But I will, yeah, just go with the one guy, just our arena champion, doing the corruption this turn. And this guy, I think I'm going to have him run off, maybe get a new kit, or just do some error site searching. And then in terms of manual searching, we've got a few Malika running around. They're going to do some glamour and air. All right. So I think that's everything for this turn. And I'll go ahead and see you in turn 85. Have a good one.